Okay, today's verse on meditation is Bhagavad Gita verse. It is verse number 25 of the second chapter. So I'm covering the verse from 12, 11 onwards, and till 30 I'm covering of the Bhagavad Gita of the second chapter. This is for the first portion of my meditation series starting for this Mandukya Upanishad. After this, I'm going to do a little bit of uh, meditation sessions on the seventh month, which is the real which you will find very exciting because it is my ultimate nature. Okay. Now, the 25th verse of the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. What does it say?
अव्यक्तोऽयमचिन्त्योऽयम् अव्यक्तोऽयमचिन्त्योऽयम् अविकार्योऽयमुच्यते अविकार्योऽयमुच्यते तस्मादेवं विदित्वैनं तस्मादेवं विदित्वैनं नानुशोचितुमर्हसि नानुशोचितुमर्हसि.
In the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna understood very well the problem of Arjuna. He knew the problem was ignorance about his own nature. Just now we discussed my real nature is Atma, which is Turiya Atma. In Mandukya, we studied that. Here in the Bhagavad Gita, also the same problem has been identified by Lord Krishna, which is a problem of Arjuna. Arjuna didn't know that his real nature was this pure consciousness. Lord Krishna is saying you have ajnanam. Instead of directly telling him, he is trying to give you the teaching of this Turiyam, the same Turiyam taught in the seventh mantra of Mandukya Upanishad. He is describing with some more terms. That's all. There the term was na bahish pragyam, na anta pragyam, avyavaharyam. Achintyam was used there also. Achintyam is used here also in Bhagavad Gita also. To describe the nature of Atma, in this 25th verse, Lord Krishna uses three Sanskrit words. Number one, Abhyaktam. Number two, Achintyam. Number three, Avikaryam. Now only we discuss about Karyam and Karanam. Okay. So these three terms I have to understand about the nature of Atma. Then what does he say? He says, if you know this Atma, then you will never have grief in your life. Exactly what Mandukya is saying. If you know Turiyam, you have got rid of all your samsara. Never in any birth you'll have any problem of sorrow or grief. See how Mandukya and Bhagavad Gita are so much interrelated. Same teaching. Let us understand what are these three factors. Avyaktaha, unmanifest. Avyakta means unmanifest. Unmanifest means my sense organs are not able to perceive. Achintya means unthinkable. See, one is the sense organs, which is an instrument for my experience. Another is my own mind. My mind also, when I think, it is an experience for me. But my mind cannot think of this because it is avyakta. Anything which I can perceive, my mind can think about. Avikaryam. Avikaryam. Vikara means change. Avikara means unchangeable. There is no change happening in Atma. All the changes which we experience is changes in Prakriti. Changes, Prakriti is called as Maya. Maya is called as Pancha. Maya is also called as Avyakrita Avyakta, unmanifest. From unmanifest comes manifest world. The nature of Prakriti is manifest, unmanifest, manifest, unmanifest. You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. All the living beings go through this manifest, unmanifest conditions. So it is unchangeable, unthinkable, unmanifest. Abhyakta means it is not available for sensory perceptions. Sensory perceptions means it is free from Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Abhyaktam means it is subtler than space. Space itself, I can't experience. I don't know how to experience space. Unless until sound, I'm able, with the help of sound only, I can infer space. Achintyo means it cannot be conceived by the mind. Mind can only conceive finite things. Finite things means which is available for my sense organs. Not infinite Atma, which is timeless. Abhikarya means it is not subject to asti, bhati, asti, vardate, viparinaparte, all the six modifications which we study in Tattvabodha. It doesn't have any of those modifications. The body is killed. The body dies. The body decays. Either you have a natural death, which is a decaying process. But I should not be bothered about it because it is a natural process. You have to accept it. Nobody can kill anyone because all of us are Turiya Atma. Turiya Atma is never subject to death. So this Atma Jnanam is the ultimate medicine for sorrow or grief. Suppose somebody is not able to come out of his sorrow. For years together, he is suffering. There are many, many people who are like this. How should you approach them? What should you give them? Tell them to come and study the Bhagavad Gita. Whenever somebody is in deep sorrow, you tell them, don't worry, just study the Bhagavad Gita. I have got Master Gita, Master Life video series in my website. If you don't have, you can always get it from me. A few sessions are there. You study the Bhagavad Gita verse by verse. Understand. Even if you don't understand everything, doesn't matter. You tell him just go through the Bhagavad Gita. It will change you. I have given this to many, many people, seekers, and they have all changed. And they have come back to me and said, my delusion in life is gone. The power of Bhagavad Gita is it will remove your delusion for sure. It has got that power. Try it out. It is a challenge by Bhagavad Gita, the author. Lord Krishna says, come, learn. So the self is subject because of which the sense organs are able to function. I told you that in the presence of this Turiya Atma, everything else is functioning. By themselves, the mind is inert. The sense organs are inert. When a telescope gazer is trying to see a star, a distant star, he can use the telescope to see a star, but he cannot see himself. Similarly, our eyes are designed to see the external world. Eyes cannot go deeper within ourselves. The self is has to be studied with the help of Shastra only, with the help of Bhagavad Gita only, with the help of Kathopanishad only. That is how you reach yourself. Self is abhikaryam. There is nirvikara aspect. There is no modification possible in the Atma because it is partless. If something has a part, body has got a part, therefore it can change, it can modify, we can increase in height, we can increase in our weight. All this is possible because it has got parts. But Atma is pure consciousness, therefore it is unchangeable, modification free. The last point is self is eternal, it is unchanging. This is the view of Veda, Advaita Vedanta. But what does the materialist think? That is going to be discussed next week in the 26th mantra. Lord Krishna says, don't worry, don't have grief because you are the. But normal people, what do they think is what we will discuss next week in our next mantra. So let us close our eyes now. Sit erect. Today we will meditate on the 25th verse of the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. There are three essential indicators given in this mantra about my own nature as Atma. Atma is Avyakta Swarupaha. Vyaktam means manifest. Manifest means my sense organs can perceive. Atma is the life force, vital life force called as consciousness. It is this one force, power, which goes through all the five sense organs. And it helps me to perceive the five sense objects. Hence, Atma is called unmanifest, avyaktam. I am the pure consciousness, always the subject. I, aham. Atma cannot be thought by the mind. Hence, it is called Achintyam. I can only say I am the Atma. Again and again, repeating it will help me to claim this Atma as the self. The third indicator in the 25th verse is avikaryam. Vikara means modification. The body has modifications of birth, growth, stability, decay, death. Atma doesn't have any parts. Therefore, it has no modifications. There is no division in Atma. There is no difference in Atma. Avyaktam, Achintyam, Avikaryam. Once I know the meaning, I can understand these terms. Let these three words ring in your mind again and again in meditation. Avyaktam, Achintyam, Avikaryam. Oh, Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachare, Purnasya, Purnamadhaya, Purnameva Vasishyade. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently open your eyes.